day. We're gonna be late for Oaks giveaway. Giveaway. Play Jonny picks up a cheeky Pokeball, looking to catch them all. One by one, we're ticking them off our list, using the white and red.
Prem ball, it shakes 3 times and the sparkle click says it all.
Running through the grass, they're using sweet scent and their mind to grasp as we climb Mount Cornet and hit the peak. Stairs appear from the heavens as we seek, stepping up to God. Our coos was the hardest to sparkle and shaman bloomed like a flower. They didn't have enough power to resist the Prem ball magic, and now we're searching for Darkrai and making children cry as we get the 1, 2, click, click, kaboom. And as viewers witness madness and drops the hype, anything is possible with my friends by my side. A cheeky like we set to 10 thumbs up. Let's make some noise for your UK shiny hunter. LPJ doing hunts nearly every day, bringing more heat than my boy Charizard. Oh, hitting you with the Palm Lucario. Switches out for a cheeky water slash ice. Chill, cool, pulling you down like Lapras to sing you a song. Maybe bring Gengar along to dream. Each to another day, let's flow away. Alarm clock start the day. We're gonna be late for Oaks giveaway. Giveaway. Play Jonny picks up a cheeky Pokeball, looking to catch them all. One by one, we're ticking them off our list, using the white and red.
Prem ball, it shakes 3 times and the sparkle click says it all.
Running through the grass, they're using sweet scent and their mind to grasp as we climb Mount Cornet and hit the peak. Stairs appear from the heavens as we seek, stepping up to God. Our coos was the hardest to sparkle and shaman bloomed like a flower. They didn't have enough power to resist the Prem ball magic, and now we're searching for Darkrai and making children cry as we get the 1, 2, click, click, kaboom. And as viewers witness
Yo, welcome in. How's it going? Happy Thursday, people. That's what I was looking for. How's it going, Kyla? Welcome in. I was debating to go Scarlet and Violet today, but I thought, you know what, we'll go with this and then we'll do Scarlet and Violet tomorrow. Get those last 2 squares ticked off.
Alarm clock start the day. We're gonna be late for Oaks giveaway.
Nothing on the first check. Oh, I see you got your new glasses the other day. They're looking very snazzy. One of the pairs reminded me of like Elton John's type of glasses, you know, with all the extras on the side and that. You love them. They do look snazzy. That's exactly what I got them. Okay. Yeah, no, they do look alright. How's your week been anyway? Yo, Matsu, good morning. How you been? Hopefully you're well. Did you see the new Mega Halucha reveal? I did. Yeah, I thought the trailer was really good. I was late to it. I've literally only just watched it about 10 minutes ago. 10, 15 minutes ago I watched it. Tyrant, it's been non-stop the past few weeks. How was it? What do you think of it, Matsu? I like the design. I think it looks really cool. To be fair, I'm actually quite enjoying the Megas at the minute. I like Victory Bell. I like Dragonite. I like Kalucha. You don't mind it? Reminds me a lot of like a Rey Mysterio-y type of look. It's a shame though that they didn't have the glitter for the in-game. But you know, maybe the glitter was just for the trailer. It was alright. Disappointed the glitter didn't translate over to the game though. Right? Yeah, I know. That's what I thought. It'd look pretty cool with the glitter. But yeah, no, I thought it was alright. It gave me Power Rangers vibes. Especially like, is it the Neo Gold Ranger? Back when I was a kid. It's the one that Jason ends up taking. I think it's Neo Gold. It's Gold Ranger, but it's I believe it is Neo. But with like the crest and the black, like basically like the black mask with the goldy yellow bit. Reminded me of that. So I was like, that's pretty cool. But yeah, wonder what next week will be. I'm not looking forward to Pyro's one though. If obviously it's all true. Like from the description, it looks terrible. I think that's going to be, well, apart from that and Starmie are the worst ones for me. Like, they could have done Starmie so much better. Dramper I'm looking forward to. I think it would make its design look so much better. There will be some weeks where we'll be disappointed. Oh yeah, like not every Mega Evolution is going to be like amazing. But to be fair though, I think they normally go by Pokédex entries, which is what the whole Mega Evolutions are meant to be. It's meant to dive into it a bit more, which I get. But do you know, I liked Victory Bell. I saw a lot of people like, Victory Bell, and I was like, I liked it. I thought it was goofy, it was fun, you know, and he was happy. Like, he was happy to have a Mega at last. You know, you got to think Victory Bell's always got that serious look on their face. You know, he got his Mega and he was like, big old grin, loving life. The Megas are supposed to be weird and goofy. Yeah, that's it. But you got to think though, looking at the trailer, upside down Victory Bell is just a friend. It is a friend. It's amazing. Like, I can't wait to get a shiny Victory Bell, Mega Victory Bell. It's their drag personas. Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Like, the thing is, like, obviously I want Mega Lucario on my team, of course. So the thing is, for me, it throws things out like Mega Halucha out, Obviously, I'm going to have a Charizard. So, the whole fighting, flying type, there's no need for me. Because obviously, I'm going to have it in 2 mons, even though you can technically get it in 1. But yeah. So, I won't have Halucha. I'm going to have Mega Ampharos because it's the boy. It's a friend. I think my team would probably be... I am leaning towards more of a Dragonite, though. But then I prefer Charizard X, so it's not really a reason to have the Dragonite. But yeah, Charizard, Lucario, Ampharos. Don't know what else I'm gonna have. Having because normally back in the day I used to go with Talonflame, but then I'd just use Charizard instead. So I do like Talonflame. Yeah, I haven't decided. I'm not 100% on my team yet. But I know it'd be for Alligator, obviously Totodile, Charmander, Riolu. Oh, Ralts as well, actually. Because you get the in-game Ralts, don't you, with the Gardevoir, right, or whatever it is. Gardevoir, whatever it's called. With a Mega Stone, basically. So yeah, it'd probably be Ralts, Mareep, Riolu, Charmander, Totodile. And Ghastly for Mega Gengar. Most likely, that'd be my 6, I think. I've got my team plus backups ready to go to. Yeah, I'll probably have Gengar, Gardevoir. I haven't decided either. Apparently there isn't a special edition EA Switch coming out. That sucks. Maybe because of all these tariffs. They just didn't think it would probably sell well. Oh, see, it's affected you with your art and that. Meganium, Dedenne, Florges, Absol, Roserade, and Ledium. If it's in the game. Very floral of you, Matsu. Backups will be Ampharos, Slurpuff, Altaria, Burfrail, and Venusaur. Yeah, it's frustrating to say the least. Oh yeah, 100%. That's not bad backups. I don't know what my backups would be. Probably Dragonite. If we're getting the Gen 3 though, if the Gen 3 starters are in it, I'm going Trico. For the Mega Trico. Like I like all 3 Gen 3 starters, but obviously I'm gonna go Charmander for this Kanto. Obviously, Totodile for the starter. Oh, instead of Gen 3, we'll probably get Gen 6. But then if I go I ain't going Chestnut. I'm going. I don't know. I haven't decided either Greninja or Delphox. Planning to shiny hunt the Absol too, since it's shiny in Marinette's favourite colour. Well, my first shiny hunt is going to be Bunnelby. I think that's it. The Route 1. But Bunnelby is one that I do need for my decks. But yeah, there's going to be quite a few that I'm going to be shiny hunting in it. Obviously, Patrat, Watchhog. I need Slurpuffs, Spritzies, Aromateas, obviously, if they're all in it. What else is there? Like Dramper, I need. I do need to go for Gougy. Skrelp. Skrelp's evolution. Well, Skrelp and Gougy. I think I said it right. I need to go for them again anyway because I don't have them in the Premble. So I do need to get those again. But Absol I will go for as well. Even though I do have an Absol. But unfortunately it's in a Pokeball because I Masudaed it years ago. Yeah, so I think I've done it in 22. Is it 22? No, it was before that. It might have been 2020 I started it actually. So I started playing Pokemon again. Yeah, no, it would have been 2021 I would have hunted it. Because it was for the I started getting back in like playing Pokemon again. Like not hardcore, but playing it a lot more than I was when BDSP was announced. And then I got quite a few because I got Shinx ready for Sinnoh, Riolu ready for Sinnoh, Bagon ready for Thingy, and I was going for an Absol as well. And I didn't, so I had the eggs in my boxes. Stopped playing it because obviously by then I was playing BDSP and then Legends, and then I started streaming, and then when we first went over to Gala to do school bunnies and everything, I was like, oh, I need to clear these eggs out, and then I hatched a shiny Absol that was in my boxes, so that was a bonus. I was like, oh, cheeky, shiny Absol. Right, coming up to 2,900. I'm going to be hitting over 3k today. Free shiny? Yeah, tell me about it. It's only been sat there for a couple of years, but, you know, it is what it is. But I'll take it. It was one less to knock off. But we're on 804 shinies at the minute. I ticked a couple more off the list today. Right, here we go. 2,900. Check. Yeah, there is a couple I think I do have. I need to double check. So I think we are. It's only a couple more. Like Licky, Steelix. Heleptile. Is it a Heleptile? Helios. Sorry, my bad. Helios. That was the other one. Diggersby. I'm sure I've got Heleptile. Helioptile. Oh no, but Helios, the evolved form. That's the one I was thinking of. Because I've got the pre-evo base form. Because I got it in Friend Safari. Time for work, it's time to learn. No worries. Have a great time at work, Matsu. Appreciate you popping in. Have a great rest of your day. Right, 2902. I'm so glad to have a day off. I've done 3 late shifts in a row. Oh. But yeah, no. Sunday, I nearly walked out. I'm not surprised. But that picture I sent you with all the drinks and that, that was I didn't think it was going to be that bad. But how's it going, buddy? How you doing, man? Welcome in. Wouldn't have blamed you if you had. Yeah. Well, I was close. I literally had to sit there, woosah myself, and just think, right, come on, sort it out. Right. Let's put some Pokemon music on. There we go. It is going great. Just got the Switch 2. Yo, GG's man on the Switch 2. How you finding it? Enjoying it? How are you? Yeah, man, I'm not bad. Just enjoying my day off. It's been a busy week. And streamed in a week, to be fair. Last stream was last week, last Thursday. Your manager's lucky you are more patient than most of us. Oh, I told him Wednesday. Sorry, yesterday. I was like, mate, I nearly walked out. I was like, I had enough. It was just more the so I did extra on Saturday. Because obviously I was on the Saturday late as well as Sunday late. Yeah, so, and then you think I was on Friday open. So I was on the Friday morning, so 6 till 3. Then Saturday I was 1:15 to 10:15. Sunday I was 1:15 to 10:15. So I did like extra work on Saturday, and so I left a handover, and I was like, look, all the stock and that's done. I've worked it all, apart from wine racking. I'll do that on Sunday. Obviously, I left jobs for me to do like stock again on Sunday, because it was easier for me to do it because I've worked it the night before, so sort of I know what can go out and and whatever. But we needed to catch up with date checks, so our weekly date checks needed to be caught up on, and new plans. So like some things get delisted. Like a new range would come in. So we had like 6-7 plans, and so I was like, look, just focus on plans, do date checks, and I'll do all the date. And obviously I had a late chilled as well. So I was like, look, I'll do all the stock later, so it just makes it easier for me. So I messaged one of my team because they were in the morning, and I was like, how are you getting on with date checks and plans? And they were like, we've done date checks. So I was like, okay, cool. And then they were like, we've finished plans as well. And I'm like, wow. Flew through them pretty quick. There was like 7 plans. So I was like, I didn't think nothing of it. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll focus on stock then when I get in. Gets in, and the biggest plan is the one that they didn't do. So they did 1 plan out of 7. They did the date checks, obviously. And they literally did 1 shelf. So we have in our drinks bay, like our drinks range, so obviously it's massive, it's like half of the shop. And you've got top shelf, so what, 1, 2, 3, 5 shelves per bay. So like a bay is quite big. So you've got 5 shelves per bay, and probably about 6 different tickets, because we got the electronic tickets. So you got probably 6 different products per shelf, and then you think you got like 5-6 shelves. So a lot of drinks, and they did 1 shelf. So yeah, it basically took me the whole day to do it. After I finished the chilled delivery. Get it all done, smash that out, put it away. Went straight to the thingy. And there was so much, because obviously a lot of it was full because it had been worked in the day. So they filled it back up, but a lot of so the new structure for that plan was say for example you got Fanta Orange. Originally it was a free facing product, so you have three bottles in a row and you get 4 bottles. So you had you had 12 bottles on the shelf. The new plan changed it to 1 facing, so you could only get 4 bottles out. So then I'm taking 8 off, and yeah, it was just it was horrendous. And yeah, that was Sunday, and obviously I had Malcolm in and Vicky in. I just sort of lost it a bit because I was like, you lot are not trained on anything, so they couldn't do waste for me, they couldn't do this, they couldn't do that, and I was like, all you know how to do, I swear, is work on a till. Like, you don't know anything else. And Vicky is like, she's very much like, she likes to be out dead on time. I was like, yeah, you got no chance tonight. And she went, oh. I was like, well, maybe if you're actually trained on stuff, I wouldn't have to do everything for myself. But we didn't get out late. We got out at 6 minutes past 10, considering. The shop shuts at 10. We got out at 6 minutes past. So, considering I didn't even get to the tills till 9:30, and I still had to do the waste, daily waste, count tills, bring stuff in, change bins, put all those drinks away. So I didn't do too bad, to be fair. I was knackered though. I got in. But yeah, no, it was a long one. And then recently, so the past week, we've been having these 2 lads coming in, taking all the alcohol off the shelf. Sticky fingers, and so we've now taken the stock off the shelf, and we put a note there. So if customers want spirits or anything, then to ask a member of staff, and then we'll go and grab it out the back for them. So one of the jobs last night was to count it all, and I was like, I looked in the back, I was, oh my god, there's so much. So I had to go and count all that, had to gap the whole shop, so anything that was a gap had to scan, do that. I did more plans last night, got 4 or 5 done. Yeah, it wasn't too bad actually last night, to be fair, because I had people in that could do other stuff, so I didn't feel like I was on my own doing it all. So that was a bonus. Bum, 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 bum. So yeah, hence why I haven't streamed in a week. I've just been mentally drained from work. To even think about just sitting there playing, I hadn't even really played the computer, to be honest. I played a bit of 2K25 Sunday to sort of wind down with. But that's it. That's all I've played in a week. Oh, talking about 2K25, you can't import your wrestler over from 24. So I had to sit there and recreate both of my characters again. And I just finished doing Cassidy Storms today. So I did my Jonny character. That's annoying. It is. So basically, what I did was I loaded 24 back up, got my mobile, and took pictures of all my move sets, and just so I could remember what I had for each move for that character. Just took pictures of everything, and then went on to 25. I knew how to create my character. I knew exactly what I had, so that wasn't too hard. And then I just went to the move set, put all the moves in that I had, and then boom, Bob's your uncle. Don't blame you for taking a break. Yeah, man, sometimes it's needed. Sometimes a break is needed, to be fair. But I'm good, I'm back, so I'm on all earlies now. So obviously we're going to be live today, live tomorrow, Saturday off. Possibly, it's looking strongly. I will be live Sunday because I am on the open. Whereas a normal week, I do work late that day. But because I couldn't stream yesterday because I was on the late, which is normally my early, my boss swapped it. So I had to do the late yesterday, but I can do the early Sunday. So it's just swapping the late around. It's a bit of a stupid decision by the developers of 2K. Exactly, that's what I thought. The fact is now, we're in 2K25, and they still haven't brought in the whole concept of, bring your wrestler over from the previous game. Like, I'm sure it's not hard. Like, I understand if there is certain things that you have on your character, say on 24, that's no longer in 25, but then it'd just be removed. So say for example you add a hat on your character, you add it on 24, you had this specific hat and it wasn't in 25, you just wouldn't have a hat on the 25 character, and then you're like, okay, cool, it's not on here, I'll choose a different hat type of thing. But your core character would be there. But yeah, you can't do it unless you do this import thing, which then you have to like take a picture of your character, upload it to like the 2K website or something, and then you just be able to download it for a thingy. I don't know, but it's not as easy as basically import it and then just go, and there's an option on 25 to be like download from 2K24. But yeah, so obviously, like I said, the creation part of the characters wasn't hard, because obviously I know how the characters look. It was just more the movesets, because there's so many different moves that you have in your arsenal in the wrestling games. So the easiest thing, like I said, was to take pictures of each section. So you got standing, front, rear, running, ropes, signatures, finishes, in-ring, out-ring, announce tables, barriers, Hell in a Cell, ladder match, table match. You got normal grapples, heavy grapples, then you got rear normal grapples, heavy grapples, then you got your submissions, and then there's loads. Like, I've still got the pictures on my phone. I think it was something like, I ended up taking, I think it was like 60, 70 photos of all different stuff. That is similar to what Call of Duty is doing. If you bought one of the new skins from Black Ops 6, it would not transfer to Black Ops 7, even though you paid for it. Yeah, see, I think. But then you know why they do, especially with those type of games. It's to make you pay for it again. That's why I've stopped playing Call of Duty for years. It's the same with FIFA, like FC 25 and that. 26, the new one that come out. I've stopped playing that for years as well. Because it would be like I'd worked so hard on the game previous before for like my ultimate team. Come the next game, it's resetted. You can't carry it over. that Ronaldo's game that he brought out carries over every season, which for free of charge, which is really good. It's just not to EA's level just yet, but it's getting there. But yeah, Black Ops it's just money. That's all it is these days. I just don't enjoy it anymore. I think the new one looks terrible. Black Ops 7. I watched the trailer for it. It's like, sort of reminds me of Advanced Warfare. They've brought like the jetpack type of thing back. Like wall running and all that. You know, I gave up on COD years ago. Last one I properly played was Black Ops 3. So it's going back a few years. Like, was it Black Ops 3? I think it was. Because I had all of them up to that point. I did buy Infinite Warfare, but I literally played it for a bit. It was more to see, because someone was like, oh, have you still got it, type of thing. So I bought it, and it was cheap. So I bought it, played it for about a week, and I was like, man, I'm already like prestiged, whatever. I was still doing good, so I was like, man, turned it off. I only play games like FIFA and COD because my friends play it, so I'm forced to get it, so I get to play with them. Yeah, that's fair. I just don't play them anymore. I used to play them all the time. All them games I used to play. Like now, I just prefer to play single player games. It's not often I play a multiplayer game. Not anymore. But it's like Fortnite. I've been sort of playing that now and then at the minute. Because I normally play it with my boy. Gives him someone to play with when his friends are not online and what. So we'll play a bit of Fortnite, but that's the closest I get to any online game now. But like, don't get me wrong, I used to really enjoy like FIFA and CODs and that. It's so much like microtransactions. It's just become silly. Like, I remember when the microtransactions first started coming in, and that was in it was Advanced Warfare, yeah. But you could you could earn the loot boxes yourself, but you could also pay for tokens or whatever to unlock boxes. But that come in like right at the back end of Advanced Warfare. But then the thing is with me, so I don't know about you lot with like CODs and stuff like that, but it ended up becoming like, you think you pay $60 whatever for 60-70 bucks for the new game. They're only going to release the new one next year. So you think next year it'd be Modern Warfare or something. And then the year after it'd be another Black Ops. I have an Xbox because it's probably the best single player console. I prefer single player Advantage games. Because it's probably the best single player console. I don't know. That's your opinion. I prefer PlayStation. PlayStation's great for single player. I prefer more of the games on PlayStation. You know, they've got so many more better games. Horizon, Spider-Man, God of War. What else have we got? Last of Us. What else is there? Ghost of Tsushima. Like proper games. Because no one else has an Xbox. Yeah, it's the same thing each year. Yeah, it is. That's basically what it is. It's the same thing. It's the same with the FIFA games. You know, you work, and like, granted, you do get these people that put a lot of money into FIFA, which is, you know, it's up to them. It's you know, their funds and whatever. But you think of how much people put into it, and then the next year you're back to square one, and then you're doing it all again. So a game that originally cost you 60, 70 bucks, eventually by the end of the year, it's cost you nearly 1,000 or a few hundred or whatever, if you're that person that puts money in. But, you know, that's people's preference, so it's up to them. So, like, with me, with FIFA, I used to get it every other year. When it got to, was it FIFA 20 was the last one I got, so then the next one I got was 22, and then I haven't bought one since. I do have FC 25, but that was because it was free on PlayStation Plus. And I think I got 24 as well, because that was free at some point. But I've definitely got 25. I try to avoid in-game payments, and if I get tempted, I try to set my goal for something else, like a new game I want to get. Yeah, no, that's fair. Like, you know, the thing is, like, the odds now and then isn't too bad. You know, if you've got a bit of spare cash and, you know, whatever. It's just that my take is more like on people that like end up spending hundreds and hundreds on it, just for something to be reset the year after. It is pretty much like pay to win sort of stuff, especially in FIFA anyway. And that's the thing though, and that's when games stop becoming about skill and more about how big your wallet is. Like, don't get me wrong, you could probably have the best team in the world and still be poor at the game, but you're still gonna have a slight advantage no matter what. So like for me with FIFA 20, I bought the standard edition for FIFA, and then I put £30 onto like my ultimate team, only because normally I would go for like the ultimate bundle for the game, which then would cost £80. So the game was 50, and then the ultimate would be 80, so £30 more. But I would look at what you would get for that extra 30, and then I was like, it's not worth it. So I just end up putting 30 quid in and then buying like packs or something on ultimate team. So either way, I was still paying the same amount. It was just, instead of getting like a free loan card, a couple of packs, rubbish packs, I could put 30 quid on and get what packs I want. You could have put 1,000 hours into a game just to get absolutely obliterated by a guy who's just sunk 1,000. Yeah, 100%. Yeah, that's facts. But then you could also, you are kind of just paying to skip the fun in a lot of situations. Yeah. So you're basically just like speed running a game, basically. That's what it is. You know, where, like, for me, like, was it 22? I think it was 22. Yeah. You know, where you had to do the SBCs for like Christmas Saka, and you know, like, you was no, sorry, it wasn't SBC, sorry, it was like challenges. You remember in 22 they started bringing in like that battle pass thing, and you know, and then you got to the Christmas thing, and it was like, oh, do these challenges, and at the end you would get a Christmas Saka, and stuff like that. And like, obviously, I would do more challenges and whatever to earn my cards. But yeah, just to try and get my team a bit better. I can't really complain. My luck was really good in 22. My worst luck would be FIFA 17. My luck was absolutely shambles in that game. Doo-doo-doo. Kai called me, little Kai. But yeah, it's it does like ruin the game. Like I've seen like some people saying like with the new FIFA already, like how people put like cheats, not so much cheats, but like exploits and stuff like that. But one of the game modes I used to really enjoy for FIFA was the Journey with Alex Hunter. I thought that was a touch of class. That you know, over the 3 games you had the stories that built up for 3 years. The story, it was really good. I really enjoyed the Journey segment. And then they brought it back to like FIFA Street and that, which is then I lost interest. Does it make you really not want to play games? Yeah, exactly. But it's the same with anything though. You know, any type of game when it comes to, you know, people exploiting and stuff. It's just you know, and this is like the thing where, you know, you don't enjoy it doing it anymore. I got all the DLC characters in a game for around £20-ish. And they did not transfer over, so now I need to spend more money. I ain't doing that. Is that for what game's that for? Is that the COD one? But yeah, I wouldn't want to do that either. You know, you've already got the DLs like characters in the previous one. Especially when it comes to like Warzone and stuff in Call of Duty. If you've got skins and stuff in what was it? Warzone, it should carry over. Smash Bros Ultimate from the Switch to Switch 2. Oh, has it got a Switch 2 edition? I didn't even know I had one. Boom, 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 boom. Do 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 do. Do 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 do. But you're if it's not that and your DLC stuff hasn't thingied over, you might just have to go on to the store and re-download it. It should carry all over, like all my DLCs and everything carried over from Switch 1 to Switch 2. Might just need re-download it or something. But the whole lot should have really went through. It is playable, but does not have its own Nintendo Switch. Oh, okay. Did you do a system transfer? Or did you manually transfer? Bum, 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 bum. Because if you've manually transferred stuff, like you've done it on your own, you would have to re-download it through the store. But if you've done a system transfer, it should technically automatically carry over. Because all my, like I said, all my DLC stuff, like for Pokemon and all that, all transferred across. Ba-da-bum. $29 to $47. No, I downloaded it to the cloud and had it as a virtual game card. Oh, okay. Oh, you're using a different profile? I don't know how the whole virtual card thing works. I don't generally buy digital downloads. The only ones I got digital are my Ace Attorneys. No, it's the same one. Oh, okay. Yeah, the only digital games I've got is like Ace Attorney games that I've got on my home screen. I should have my Smash Bros on here as well. Yeah, Smash Bros Ultimate, Pokemon Snap, and then the Ace Attorney games. Bum, bum, bum. I'm not even that good at Smash, to be fair. I used to be really good back in Melee on the GameCube, and then I did get Brawl for the Wii. But that's when I started going downhill with it. No, I'm all right, but again, I wouldn't say I'm like terrible at it. But I used to be great on the N64. I never played the N64 version. I only started playing it on GameCube, and Hyrule Temple was my favourite area. And games like Pokemon and other games cannot be downloaded to the cloud, so you could download it as a virtual game card, and it is supposed to save your data as well. Yeah, when you system transfer, it takes all your save data with you. It even saved the DLC payment for Pokemon Scarlet. Yeah, see, the only thing is, I thought when I first got the Switch 2 and I did the system transfer, obviously my profile and account and everything is on my OLED. I don't know if it's still got battery. Might need charging. Oh yeah. But as you can see there, it's got all my games still. But all the saved data for them games is now off this. So if I was to load up Pokemon Scarlet, for example, it would come up with like the language screen and stuff. But all the DLC and everything would be on there still. It's just the save data is come across. That's the only thing I don't have on that Switch. But if I load up Pokemon Home, it'd still be the same as if I loaded it up on this Switch. I wonder if you could play. Probably not, actually. I was going to say, I wonder if I could play, say, Pearl on that Switch on my account and be playing Diamond on this Switch on the same account. Or would it counteract each other? I don't know, I haven't tried it. That makes sense. I could not do that since I did not have the money for it. So, oh, so you had to say, oh, okay. I get you. So yeah, you've had to manually transfer your stuff. Manually transfer your stuff from your online and everything, your account on Nintendo. No, I get you now. If they should have let you quickly transfer it all while you're at the shop, at the store. Because it don't take long, it only takes a few minutes. And then you could have factory reset your Switch 1 for them at the same time. Because either way, they were going to buy it off you or trade it in. It wouldn't have mattered to them really. Boom, boom. That's what I would have asked for anyway. I'd have been like, yo, dude, can I transfer my account across? I was at CEX. They did not let me do. Oh, yeah, CEX. Oh, I hope you didn't pay a lot of money for that Switch. I know how much of how rip-offs they are when it comes to it. Like their prices. Like what was it? I saw the other day. On like Pokemon games in there. It was. What was it? I think it was like £120 for Game Boy Color Pokemon Gold and Silver. Heart Gold and that was like £225. I was like, mate, really? Like, you really think I would pay 225 quid for Heart Gold and Soul Silver? No chance. Crazy. Some of the prices, and it was even like just cartridges. They had like Pokemon Emerald and that were like 80, 90 pounds with just the cartridge. Like, I get it, obviously people want them for like collection purposes and stuff, but mate, I ain't paid. Like, that game was like, when that come out, like it was sort of 4 times as cheap. This is why I regret that my daughter lost my my case for Pokemon White 2. Because if I was to sell White 2 with case, it's about 80 to 100 between that. Yeah, the retro gaming market is disgusting. Yeah, it's stupid. How much they're asking for certain games and that. It's even the same with like PlayStation games. For the Switch, it was the same price as it was on like Amazon and Argos. But if I were to get the money in cash, I would get £50, or in credits, I would get 88. What Switch was it? Was it the old one, the very first one? Was it the V2, which is the one with the improved battery, or was it the OLED, or was it a Switch Lite? Because you got like 4 different switches. Currently paused collecting until the market stables again. Yeah, I wouldn't dive in yet, Tyler. Not with the prices that they're asking for. Like I said, they're the worst one for it. When I said Switch, I meant the Switch 2, sorry. Yeah, no, that's I knew what you meant, the Switch 2, that's fair. I meant, like, what Switch 1 did you trade in? Was it... Because, like I said, there's 4 different Switches. Obviously, you got the original one, then you got the Switch 1 version 2, I like to call it. So it's the one with the improved battery. Then you got, obviously, had the Switch Lite, and then you had the OLED. Right, 29.57. I already dived in ages ago, but at least I got my Mega Drive and N64 when it did. The basic grey Joy-Con Switch one was the okay, yeah, so it's not too bad for trading, considering it's the V1. if it is the V1. Because that one's got the terrible battery on it. The one that don't last that long. Basically like the Switch 2's battery, like 6 hours I think. Less than that, 5-6 hours. Because obviously I've got the V2, I've got an OLED. I do need to because I was thinking I might transfer my V2 stuff to my OLED. Bum, 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 bum. Because now I could just use my Switch 2 instead of... Like, I should have waited, shouldn't I? Like, granted, I can't even remember. Was it around... It must have been around this time last year I got it, wasn't it? The Switch 2. It's just a shame that I've literally had it for a year. Now it's basically obsolete. And I paid, like, what, £250 for it at the time. Brand new. The annoying part is if you want cash, they give you a quarter of the price. They're selling the thing for all but in credits. They are giving you half of the price. So that's why I picked the Switch 2 from the. No, that's fair enough. To be fair though, bud, game shops have always been like that. I remember like Ross Records and what was the other one? Ross Records, Game used to be just as bad. I think because at one point CEX used to be better than Game. The OLED, yeah. But you thought you were going to be waiting a while longer than you did. Oh yeah, no, not my OLEDs. My OLEDs I bought. I pre-ordered that. So I got that. I think that was on like October. I got it when it come out in 2022. The OLED come out, I'm sure. But yeah, I pre-ordered that. I meant my MOS V2 version 2 Switch 1. Oh, you want to get out? 2 seconds, got to let the cat out. Oh, I may as well go. It's back. But yeah, no, I had to let the cat out, so I thought I may as well pop to the loo quick while I did that. Game was worse. Yeah, game was terrible. Like, I remember going in there with games, and they're like, oh, we'll give you like £2 for it. £2? Mate. Ease up. Game would give you like 50p trade-in for taking a game. Oh yeah, it's like the worst ones were like FIFAs. If you had like FIFA, I don't know, say FIFA 26 was coming out, and it came out, and then you took in FIFA 25, they'd be like, yeah, we'll give you like £2 for it. So the way to get around that was a month or 2 months before the new FIFA would come out. You would take that FIFA game in that's currently out at the time, take it in, and you would get 4 times, 5 times the amount that they would give you in, say, a month, 2 months time. Like, I worked that stuff out. Because it was the thing, like, the game at the time. So you would get a lot more. But as soon as the new one come out, it would drop drastically in price. For real. Trading in games, that game sucked. Yeah. But I used to like Ross Records and that, because obviously you used to be able to take like DVDs in and stuff. I've done like I've sold consoles back to game before, PlayStation 3s. Like, I remember buying a headset from Game, right? And I had an argument with the manager. So what was it? I had an old pair of like Turtle Beaches, and they went, you know, they just eventually went on me. So I was like, okay, cool. It's about time I get a new pair anyway. You know, I knew they were sort of like on its way out. So I had the money waiting for a new pair of headphones. Anyways, I goes to Game, and I was having a look at, you know, headsets and that. And I was like, look, I want something wireless. I want something that's, you know, the volume in the mic got a different setting, like volume control and stuff. So I was speaking to the staff, and he was like, yeah, this one's really good, you know, you can change it separately, blah blah blah. So I was like, okay, cool, I'll buy those ones then. Get home, plug it all in, and it was on the game chat, and game volume was on one dial. And I was like, well, clearly this wasn't what I was asking. So I went straight back to Game, and I said, thingy, and they're like, yeah, we can't take that back because you've opened the box. I was like, what do you mean? I hadn't even used it, mate. And he was like, no. I was like, mate, I want to speak to your manager. And they had to end up giving me some money back. I didn't get the full amount. I think I lost like 20 quid. But they give me basically the money back. And then I went to Argos and bought myself a pair of Turtle Beach's Stealth 400s. Is it 400s or 800s? No, 400s. And they had one dial for party chat and a second dial for game volume and stuff. Did Game go bankrupt? Because I've never heard of it. Game went bankrupt. It is now in. Is it Sports Direct they're in? Is it Sports Direct? Game's in now. You know what? I don't miss having to buy new headphones every few months because they were built so bad. The Turtle Beaches are really good. I had mine for years. The stealth ones are really good. Because I ended up upgrading in the end. Because I got the Stealth 800s, which were like 120 quid for a pair of headphones. And I had them all the way up to the point where when I got the PS5, I sold my 4 Pro, with those like 5 controllers and like 20 games. I ended up selling the whole lot for 400 quid. So technically my PS5 only cost me £50. So I was like, bonus. But yeah, it come with like dual charging controller station little thing. It had a stand that had fans in, so you could put your PlayStation in to keep airflow. Like 20 games, 5 controllers, a headset, the PS4 Pro itself. And yeah, I got rid of all of it for 400 quid. I don't really go anywhere besides Meadow Hall, which is just a really small mall. But because of where we live, there is nowhere else to go. So it gets really populated. Yeah, my current headphones were about 100 quid, worth it. Ones I wanted was Astros, but at the time I wasn't paying the prices for Astros. So I was thinking game was a different place. No, it's just like I used to have a game in my town centre. I only live like 10 minutes from it, but because that's where I got Scarlet and Violet from. So I just rocked up there because they would open an hour early on Pokemon release day. And I used to go up there at 8 AM and then I purchased Scarlet and Violet because I pre-ordered for it. Because if you remember, the game used to charge you £5 for deposit on a pre-order game, but that £5 would come off your total when you bought the game. But if you never turned up, so say like you pre-ordered a game and then never showed up to get it because you ended up getting it somewhere else, you just lose a £5. I remember that because I used to have the game Elite thing as well, where you used to get points and stuff. Because I remember signing up for my birthday, and I ended up getting something like 200 points for it being my birthday. And then because I did it for my birthday for a game, I can't remember what game it was, and then I used my points for Scarlet and Violet. I ended up getting something like £30 off because I paid £100 for both games. And I ended up getting like 30 quid off because of like the amount of points that I had saved. So it was worth it because I only did it for the month to get my birthday points, and then I'd literally cancelled it after. I have to go. Hope everyone has a nice rest of the day. No worries, bud. I appreciate you being here, man. Enjoy the rest of your day, buddy. It's not bad. It wasn't bad. So 2 games cost me 70 quid. And then I got obviously the pre-order figures and stuff. Did you end up watching Raw in the end? Yeah. I thought the beginning bit and the end was the best bit about it. I thought, like, I agree with a few people. They were like, "Oh, it was very lackluster." You know, I watched the Rhea fight. Obviously, the whole Roman segment. I watched the LA Knight fight. Was it LA Knight? I'm sure it was LA Knight. Can't remember. Yeah, it was LA Knight versus Breaker, wasn't it? But yeah, I watched like all that like bit, but yeah, the rest of it, I was just like, meh, can't be bothered. But I did see on like TikTok and that when was it? What's his name? Is it JD? The one with Finn's partner. Is it JD? JC? JD. Yeah, where they were, the crowd were chanting, "You've got a massive head." Because obviously I skipped that fight. I was just like, man, fast forward. So I didn't like witness it, and it wasn't until I went on to TikTok. Obviously, it was like when the crowd's chanting, "You got a massive head." So I sat and watched it. I was just chuckling to myself because Dom was even creasing up. But yeah, UK know how to show up to a wrestling event though. I got massive respect for JD. Is that because of like how quick he come back from injury? He has got on like a massive head though. I'm not being funny. When you see him and Finn stood next to each other, it's like, damn. Mate, I bet that hurt on the way out. If I punctured my own lung or my own broken rib on a table, I would just give up. Yeah, I see people say, like, obviously, you know, they have a lot of respect for him due to, like, coming back from injury as quick as he did. It's fair play, though. I don't rate him and Finn. Like, not really. There's a lot of the wrestlers I don't really rate. I just, like, you gotta think, majority of it I just skip. It's only, like, certain bits I'm actually interested in. Injury, he stabbed himself from the inside. Oh, yeah. But I'm just saying, like, it's still an injury, though, isn't it? Like, I watch, like, little segments. I watch, like, the segments of Judgment Day, but I don't really watch their matches. Not unless it falls into someone that I enjoy watching. But it's like when Penta went up against New Day. I don't rate the New Day either. Normally they'd like skip that stuff straight away. But obviously I watch it because I enjoy Penta. Boom, boom, boom. But how long do you think it'd be until Finn turns on Dom? Especially now that he's getting in with El Grande Americano. Did you see that Roxanne did pop rocks on CM Punk? She tweeted, "Sorry, mums," and she replied, "Mums didn't see you do anything wrong." Couple of months tops. No, I didn't see that. Oh, is that because Rhea's like a big fan of CM Punk? Is that why she's saying sorry, mums? Oh, AJ Lee. Oh, couple of months tops. Oh, what do you mean for the turn on Dom? Punk's wife. Oh, is it? Do you think Sammy's going to take the title? Turn in a couple of months tops. I think it's all going to fall apart soon anyway. I think Liv's going to get pushed out. I don't think he will. Don't you think? They've got to give Sammy a title at some point. I don't think he's ever won a title, has he? I think Seth's going to retain the title. There's going to be something that ends up thingy in it. Or the only other way, because obviously Roman said he wants to get back on top. So you could probably potentially see Jay taking the title at some point in time, and then Roman and Jay going for the title. He's won a handful of titles. No, but I mean, like, because they say that he's never won a main title. They always say it on the like the shows. So I can't remember who said it last time. It was a couple of weeks ago. But yeah, what was I going to say? Because I was watching when I was watching. I'm trying to think, when was it? I'm sure it was Raw. I think it was. But yeah, LA Knight. I think his mic skills different level. Well, I've actually started becoming to like a bit more of LA Knight. But his mic skills different. He's actually pretty good, I think, on the mic. It was when he was taking the piss out of Bron Breakker a few months ago. He sat there going like that, twitching in the ring when he was talking in the ring. Having like a seizure. Oh, what was it? He was gonna. What was it? He said he was gonna send him back to factory reset or something like that. I was cracked up when he said that. I was like, he works really hard on the mic. I think he's really good on the mic. He was like, he's gonna send him back to factory resettings or something. I was like, that's jokes. Oh my god, yeah, he did. I laughed at that. Like, I was like, yeah, nice, done well there. But yeah, no, I think he's really good on the mic. Obviously, there is like you can hear when they slip up because I'm sure it was a couple of weeks ago. He was saying something at like backstage, and he sort of like stumbled on his word a little bit. Obviously, bounced straight back. Obviously, but you know, it happens. We're human. You know, everyone does it. But then, you know, you might get that odd person where they would then lose the confidence to then execute it because they've stumbled. He just went straight back in. We all mess up. Most of us don't mess up on live TV. Yeah. I've messed up live enough times. There's a few times I've done it, but yeah, I hope like same. Like, I don't know. I think Big Jim doesn't get enough credit, you know. Because I was thinking about it the other day. Obviously, I know they've pushed Jay for the thingy, but I don't know. I think Big Jim needs some love. I'm a big fan of the Usos. He works super hard. Yeah, I think he's so underrated. He needs like some gold or something. Even if it's like something stupid like an Intercontinental or, you know, even a main title. But, you know, it's hard with him because obviously he has Cody. So it's a bit hard to get off the baby face of Cody. But I was shocked though that Cody ended up getting that title back, to be fair, from SummerSlam. I wasn't expecting it that soon, to be honest. I can picture him getting the US title. Yeah, but then is US... Oh yeah, US is SmackDown, isn't it? My bad. I was thinking Intercontinental SmackDown, but that's Raw. Solo as the US. Yeah, it'd be good if Big Jim gets it. I wonder, because Steph hasn't got a match now, has she, at Clash in Paris? So I take it they're not going to be doing a fight for the heavyweight or heavy world championship, sorry. No, she hasn't, sadly. Like, they could have sorted something out. You know, all they would have had to do was put the next two people in line, which was EO and Rhea. And then the winner of that, or do a triple threat match. Like, I get it's not fair for Stephanie to have to go against two other people, but they could have either done it as EO and Rhea, winner faces Stephanie, and whoever wins that match at Clash in Paris is then becomes the new winner or new champion. Or they did it as a triple threat match. There is apparently meant to be a contest for the belt next week, and Steph gets fair shot. See, I think they should have just done it the other way instead of a contest, and because it's not fair. Like, how does she not get to be in a contest for the belt? She's #1 contender. She should be in the contest to win the belt. I would have done a triple threat ladder. All three of them would do an amazing job in a match like that. Oh yeah, that would be a good match. Because it would have to be a triple threat to stop any interruptions and, you know, DQs. Because I just think, like, back in the day when it used to be a challenge match, like a belt match, title match, you never had DQs on. DQs would never be on a title match back in the day. And now obviously you do. But after the time, like, I think the title matches are just pointless because it's like, oh, I'll just go and hit him with a chair. No, there you go, I'm disqualified. Oh, I keep my belt. Like, it's boring. I think all title matches should be no DQs. You agree? I just think it's pointless. Because who else who's been doing it recently? Cena's done it a few times, obviously. DQ got himself DQ just to keep his title. I'm sure Becky's done it. Oh, do you know I dislike Becky's new entrance song, by the way. Obviously, I forgot to bring it up every time. Yeah, I'm not a fan of it. I prefer her old one. Like, don't get me wrong, I like the chorus of her new one. I just don't like the rest of it, though. Yeah, I'm trying to get used to it. Like, the chorus bit, by the time she gets to the ring, and then you got that chorus bit, which is obviously different from the beginning part, I think is good. But other than that, I don't like it. Like, I prefer her original. Obviously, I've still got the original music on my 2K25 character. I wonder if they'll update that with the new one. But yeah, tomorrow night, 2K25. Oop, can't wait. But yeah, the storyline, my rise on that, you have to have a female character. Which is good, hence why was the whole point I played the female character on 24. Because I thought, oh, you could transfer it, because I saw the import option. And I was like, oh, nice, I can import my character. So I was like, perfect. So I done the whole 24 My Rise thing, but it was called Undisputed for the female. And I was really disappointed with the female one because it was more Psycho Sally than it was your own character. You don't win a belt for the whole entire season, which I thought was pointless. Maybe you could, I don't know, if you went different options, but either way, I ended up completing it. I turned it off, went to 25, and I was like, right, imported my characters, and it was like, no. So yeah, I hope they don't make Becky apologise to the Osborne's family. She wasn't even speaking bad of Ozzy. Like, I know it's a sad time for the family, but she was poop talking the residents of Birmingham as a hill. Oh yeah, I get yeah. Yeah, I don't think she was really bad talking. She was just saying Ozzy was the best thing to come out of Birmingham. That was all. I wouldn't say that was foul play or anything. Because all she said was Ozzy was the best thing to come from Birmingham, and then even he went to America and left her. That was it. Like, I know, but yeah. Come on, Darkrai. And everyone with half a brain knows that, but Kelly tweeted who she thought was Becky. Not even her account, and kicked off. Oh, did she? Wow. Drama coming out. Yeah, they probably will get her to apologise. If Kelly was kicking off, obviously. Yeah, she messaged a back fan account saying how disgusted she was. But she even did it to, like, Dublin, though, didn't she? Her own people. Oh, a Becky fan account. Oh, okay. You know, because the good thing is, like, obviously the whole Dublin segment was she went out there. You could see she was happy. Like, everyone was chanting her, you know, cheering and stuff like that. And then she then had to get into character. Because you knew it was coming from in Birmingham. She was going to do the same thing, but obviously the whole Nozzy would have laughed. Yeah. Yeah, she's doing it to everyone. Yeah, 100%. Like, I don't think she did anything wrong. All she's saying is he was the best thing to come from that city. Like, that's not being, like nasty or anything. Compliment, to be fair. Here we go, 3,000 checks. Oh, 3,000? It's over 3,000. $3,000. Darkrai sitting on the wall. Soft reset and one falls. Here we go, 3,000. 3,000 Darkrai's trolling me. No, and it wasn't on 3,000. It'd probably be on like 3,006. I've had that a few times, where it's like 6 over from a round number. Don't forget, is it 9 p.m. on Sunday? I think it's 9. Clash in Paris, or was it 8? I can't remember. So I'm sure France is an hour ahead of us. It's either 8 or 9 for us. I can't remember. 7, 8. Two seconds, I'm going to search it. Google. Google has the answers. UK's on. I don't want PT, man. UK. Go away. I don't want to subscribe. Oh. AI mode, that dude. Tell me. Uh, 7 p.m. WWE's Clash in Paris 25 event will broadcast live from 7 p.m. British Standard Time in the United Kingdom on Sunday, August 31st, 2025. France. Oh, it's 8 p.m. Sorry, it was 8 p.m. Oh, so we're an hour ahead. Oh, yeah, of course we are. Yeah. Yeah, because I remember when World of Warcraft used to go down for weekly maintenance. It used to go down for us at midnight. And it was 1 a.m. for France. It's been a minute since I've had to familiarise myself with French time. But yeah, 7 o'clock. That's not too bad then. I watch SmackDown. Oh, SmackDown would be probably same time on Friday, wouldn't it? Actually. At least it's an earlier one than normal. Yeah. Because SmackDown's in Paris, isn't it? On Friday. So that should be the same time. 7 p.m. start time. Well, looks like I better be done streaming just before 7 then. Tomorrow. I wonder if there's anything interesting going to happen on SmackDown tomorrow. Hopefully work lets you out on time. I'll be all right for work. It's more obviously I can't ride as fast as I used to on my motorbike. I've already done, what was it, 130 miles on my new bike. I've still not had to top up my petrol yet. I'm just under, probably over quarter, but under half. I'm in that in between those two in a minute. That's good. It's a bigger tank than my old one. So I'm just wondering how much is actually going to cost me to fill it up. I've said probably about 12 to 15 quid to fill up. Give or take. Oh, I had some nippers last night on the way home on mopeds. And so I was coming up through like this country lane. It's like a back road from where my shop is. And I was going up to go on to like, not like a main road, but it's a back road, like a main back road type of thing. And, you know, I was coming over and there's a few speed bumps and that. So I wasn't going that fast. Because it's annoying to, you know, go up gear to like gear 4 or 5. To then get to that, to drop down to 3. To then go back to 5. To then drop back down to 3. Then go to 4. Then get to the junction. Go back down to 2. And so forth. So I was just staying in around 3, 3rd gear. Just because it was easier all the way around. Anyway, these two mopeds were behind me. And they're like right up my arse, like, and I'm like, don't worry, mate. Trust me, I'll lose you if I want to. So then we get onto the main back road bit, and I was just like, I just dropped my throttle, and I was like, womp, 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 and like that, flew straight into 6th gear, and I was doing what 50 in. What, a few seconds. And they were just sat behind me, like, right back there. See ya, lads. And then I just overtook this other car, went round it, got in front, and then I just dropped down to about 40 after that. And I just sat around 40, between 40 and 45 the rest of the way home. I'm sorry, I revved my engine, but teenagers needed to be taught a lesson. Yeah, it was because they were right behind me. Like, yeah, look, we can catch up with a big bike. Mate, I'm not even trying to go fast. I was literally just, you know, trying to avoid so much gear change, shift changing. So, you know, I was going at a reasonable... I think I was only going at about, like, 20 odds. But, yeah. As soon as I got onto that open road, I was gone. I was like, now catch up. But that bike flies as soon as you open that thingy up. Like, so much quicker than my old bike. It was fun. It's the first time I've done it on that bike, to be honest, as well. Because I've been well behaved on it. You know, but it's fuel consumption as well. Obviously, like doing that sort of thing, you go for a lot more fuel. There is a first for everything. Oh, I enjoyed it, like. Because obviously where I've been really behaved on it. You know, it's just a standard, I wouldn't say slow ride. You know, I'm going normal speed, whatever. So yeah, just doing that on a day-to-day, you know. And then, like, obviously last night I was just like, nah, do you know what? I'll just whack back that throttle and just quick shift on the motorbike. And, I well enjoyed it. I was like, oh. It felt good. But I did, I stalled it yesterday, actually, saying that. I had this grandma in front of me that I beat my horn at her because she annoyed me. She shouldn't have been on the road. She was an absolute din. But yeah, so we she literally followed, no word of lie, right? So from it was about 6 miles. Had to be about 6 miles. She was in front of me full. And she was hard braking at every little thing. And I'm like, mate, what are you doing? Why are you braking? You know? So we come to this like little roundabout, mini roundabout and everything, right? No one's on this roundabout. She's going left, right? So we're here, roundabout's here. She's going this side, so she's here. So all she's doing is doing that. She gets to the roundabout, slams up and brakes on, right? I slam my brakes on. That's when I stalled it. Because I wasn't expecting her to slam her brakes on. I was like, beep. Hand up, you know. I was like, Denlo, what are you doing? Shouting at her, behind her. But yeah. Like, she was just literally everywhere she was going. Like, because obviously I did give her, like, some space. But yeah, she was just hard braking and, like, oh, it was frustrating to the point where, like, the thing was, I was coming up to the roundabout. Obviously, like I said, I did give her space. But then I wasn't expecting her to hard brake, stop at a roundabout with nothing on it, to sit there going like this, then pull off. I thought, you know, any normal person, you would go up to the roundabout, you would have a look, anything on there, no, you go. So she caught me off guard with that. But yeah, fun. So yeah, it took me a bit longer to get to work yesterday. Clearly she's not road safe. Clearly she needs to get out of her car and never get on the road again. She's thick. Yeah, like, I was shouting at her and everything. Denlo. I was just like, really? Always me. I always get stuck behind the stupid ones. Oh, absolute pain. Do you imagine if that was Malcolm driving? Oh my god. It probably would have rolled his car to the roundabout. And the fact is, he actually used to drive years ago. Couldn't imagine what the roads were like when he was on it. You wouldn't have a brake. You wouldn't have braked, yeah. And just go through them. Dun, dun. I still need to decide what I'm doing with my old bike, you know. So I was thinking about, I might just sell it for like 200 quid. So obviously it needs little bits and bobs done to it. It's like, it runs fine, it's got MOT for a year, it's taxed for a whole year. What a shame you can't come into work. The only thing is, I'm not looking forward to is obviously winter this year. And you have 6 weeks of the most productive work sessions because he ain't there. Well, he's, I didn't have him, I do have him tomorrow, actually. I didn't have him Wednesday because obviously I was on the late. I don't have him Sunday because I'm on the early. I don't have him next Wednesday because he's been moved to a different day. That's a bonus. Sorry if you lost. But unfortunately, I've got him for 6 hours tomorrow. He's in 6:30 to 12:30 tomorrow. But he will be there at 6 o'clock in the morning, waiting for me. So he'll be in at 6. Always. He's always there, half hour early. Oh no, yeah. If I'm literally a minute late, right, for whatever reason, he sits there and he moans. He's like, "Oh, Johnny's late, mate. I'm like a minute late. He's up." If I was like 20 minutes late, fair enough. You know what I mean? But a minute, I'm like, mate, it's a minute. Especially when I was like getting used to my new bike, because obviously I can't ride as fast as I used to on the other one. Because obviously the whole break-in period, breaking the engine in. So if you went like, because obviously, like I said to my boss, it was like I'm trying to judge how long it takes me with my new bike. So I was leaving at a certain time, and I was like, okay, so I'm like a minute late. All right, I'll leave like 5-10 minutes beforehand. You know, just to definitely give me enough time to be there. If you weren't there, fair enough. Yeah, exactly. If I went there and I was like 20 minutes late, whatever, then, you know, fair point. But a minute, man. Nah, ease up, man. It's a minute. 60 seconds. But yeah. Oh, I wonder what he's going to bang on about tomorrow. Oh, literally, I saw him because he had a week off, didn't he? Alright. Comes back last week. Oh my god. First thing in the morning. Straight in my ear. Well, I had to come in on my holiday because people were going sick and all this. And I'm like, well, you didn't have to, did you? I was like, well, tell them no next time. Simple. Oh, reasonable, normal when it comes to existing. I have a question. Reasonably normal when it comes to existing. I have a question. Go for it. What's your question? Do you ever get buffer anxiety where you plan for the day get altered and you panic that you get less and less time to have buffers in between things? Sort of. So like Sunday would have been a prime example for that. It was, for me, it's more, obviously I expect a certain amount done for my shift, and it threw my whole day off, because it was like, so like in the handover book, I filled, because obviously the manager in the morning is really bad with like handovers, reading the book and what, you know, and all that sort of stuff. So I writ the book out for him, and I was like, you know, cash, negs, gaps, reductions, plans, date checks, that sort of stuff, right? So then, directs for Tuesday, you know, like sandwiches and Warburton's bread, you know, do your direct orders. And, you know, for me, I put backups, you know, all the onesels, all the, because we got like the big trolleys with like shelves on, it's got stock on. We call them onesels. So it was like all onesels, over beer cages, like over cages, wine racking, chilled backups, chilled delivery, gap the whole shop. What else was there? Waste, you know, that sort of stuff. So I had my jobs all planned out for me. I did like the cook's count and stuff, which I still managed that. But yeah, so I had all that planned out, and then obviously because of the plans wasn't being done, it threw loads of my jobs off. So then I had to then rework what I had. Oh, that's not going to help if they ain't doing their share. Yeah, but that's what threw me off that Sunday. That was why where I ended up losing it with in the evening. But then it was the same with another shift a few weeks ago, where someone was meant to be in and then someone else was there instead because I wasn't told and whatever it is, and then it just throws your day off because you're like, right, you know what person you got. So it's like, right, set this, that, and the other to that person. All right, cool, that'll be done. You crack on and go X, Y, Z. And then a different person rocks up and you're like, huh? What are you doing now? Oh, they swap. Oh. So now you got to then think, right, what do I give them now to then go and do? Do you see what I mean? It's like stuff like that. But yeah, no, it can get it's not like you struggle, but it can be hard at the same time. Because obviously I've done it long enough that this is why I don't sleep that well before an early shift. Because I'm like playing my shift out in my head. And it's like, right, so I've got X, Y, and Z in the morning or whatever. If I give that person this, that person that, and this to that person, I'll do this, that, and that. Get that done by this time. Crack on and do this. And you know what I mean, that sort of stuff. That's fair, thank you. I just needed to know that what would be considered a normal level of anxiety when it comes to plans. Yeah, see, I don't think I suffer with the anxiety that in that sort of way. Yeah, I get that. Got something big to do that day, and sleeping well that night because I'm stressing over the plans of the day. Yeah, so this is why, you know, I've said before, Tuesday night's the worst. I go to work Wednesday, shattered Wednesday after I finish work. When it comes to Thursday evening, I'm still like, because obviously even though I've had rest the Thursday, I'm still tired, overtired, if you know what I mean, because of like the lack of sleep and like the long day on the Wednesday. So like if I'm having like 2 hours sleep Tuesday, then I'm up crack of dawn, work for 9 hours, you know, trying to stay awake because I need my sleeping to be half decent. Tired Thursday because I'm still not technically had enough sleep for the duration of these days. So then I sleep easier Thursday. I sleep easier, and then and then it's just a rolling thing. And then you think I'm on a late shift Sunday, so then I've got it's hard sometimes. Yeah, I get yeah, that makes sense. But yeah, no, it can be because I do struggle sometimes at work where it's if I've got certain people in that are not, I would say, up to like my standards of working. You know, when I've mentioned it to my boss, they're like, oh, when I've done your shift, when you're on annual leave or whatever, I don't notice anything. Like, I don't see how you can struggle some days. And I'm like, right. So I'm like, right, so you're talking about this person, for example, right? So I'm like, but you're the store manager. So if you're in, they're going to work 3 times harder, aren't they? So I was like, all you got to do is watch the camera, mate. I was like, you can see what I mean. Like, they'll sit there, they'll serve a customer, and they'll be like, just stood at till like this. Alright? And then they're like, oh, I'll just open some bags. So they get some carrier bags, and they do this, and they put them on the hook and all that. And then that's another 5 minutes, and then before you know it, you all stood there, and the customer will be like, oh, instead of using self-service, I'll come to you. So then they serve. And then 10 minutes later, they might actually get out and start doing some of the produce cage or something. If my boss is in, that first customer, they'll be like, oh, out there, straight away onto the produce cage. It's like, and I said to him, I was like, you got to remember, they work different for you because you're the store manager. Yeah, I was talking to Joanna about plan anxiety, and it's been disrupted, and the only other person I could really ask is Kai, and they are just as bad bat poop as I am, so they don't count. Yeah, see, mine is for me it's more I get lost in the moment. If that's when I start panicking, like if I've got certain people in, and then I provide them with a task to do, and then sometimes it takes them, like a task, it would take me, say 15 minutes, 10-15 minutes, takes them an hour and 20. But then that's an hour and 20 where they could have if that was like me, that's an hour and 20 where I could have potentially got like 3 jobs done. And I get everyone works at different paces. 100% I get that. But that then hinders my shift. So then when you've got like 2 people doing that sort of stuff, and then I'm looking at the time and I'm like, I've still got this, and that to do. We're only just getting around doing this. And I'm like, and then I'll start running around like a blue-ass fly. Yeah, if anything is forgotten during any step of my my plans, I fully window shut down. Yeah. I just start running, I just end up running around. Especially if my plans and actions require other people. The worst thing is I'm relying on others sometimes. It's the biggest mistake. Like, people do things that they don't need doing. Like, Malcolm on Sunday was, so I'll give him the chilled backups. And there wasn't a lot. There wasn't overly a lot. If I was to have done that, 20 minutes tops. And that's condense it all onto one, thingy. So everything's all condensed down. You've got an empty ones all for the morning for the next delivery coming in. No word of a lie. So I'd say about 20 minutes for me. He was doing it for about an hour and a half. And I walked past because I was doing that plan. And I was like, you still on that? Oh yeah, like I've been rotating and that. And I was like, right. I was like, I rotate. I goes, but it doesn't take me this long to do it. I was like, Malcolm, there wasn't even a lot on them, like, onesels. I was like, I could understand if they were both rammed with stock, it's taken you probably this long. I goes, for one, you've not been on till. Vicky's been doing it. You're on here doing this. I was like, mate, how are you still on this? Like, but this is when I started, like, losing it at that point. Because I'm like, mate, it's like 8:30 and you've still not done it. I've still got to do... They've got to face up the shop yet. Sweep. Change bins. Do daily waste. Put all my drinks away. Then going down do cash. Bring all the stuff from out front of the shop in. And then obviously I've got to count the tills, obviously. And I'm like, mate, I've got like just over an hour to do this. And I'm like, oh my god. He's clearly eating sandwiches in the bathroom. Yeah, it was mental. But that's when it kicks in for me. It's that sort of scenario. It's when it gets me. boom. But yeah, I don't know, like with plans and that though, like I don't know. I think if, for example, like, what do you mean by like plans? Is it like, oh, so you plan on doing this task today, but obviously something comes up, or is it like you were planning on going somewhere, and then, for example, you know, you can't go there for whatever whatever reason, like, you know, maybe something to do with the place and that. Because if that was me, I just probably wouldn't even bother doing anything in that case. But yeah, with like tasks and stuff, obviously I do what I can, so I end up choosing the harder job over the easier job. Just so like last night to today, obviously there was a 3 for 2 on deal, but I didn't take it off because I did message my boss and I was like, but it says it's the promotion's on till the 16th of September, so I was like, what's the point taking it off, you know? So I left it and I was like, I wasn't sure about it, and then there was like you know, this local delivery that come in. It was like sweets and stuff. I booked it all in, but I didn't put it out because I didn't have time. But then I was doing like other things like plans, doing the whole spirit count, like counting everything. So I did all like the harder stuff, so he could come in and like just quickly fly through some of the easier stuff. It wasn't too much of an issue for him. I can only do 2 big tasks a day. Yeah, it depends on like sort of like times and that though. You know, like you got to think. I only did 2 on Sunday, and that was a plan and a delivery. Such as like therapy dinner hours. Hours an example. Yeah. See, this is where like streaming can get like for me. It can like clash with anything. So like, you know, for example, summer holidays when we took the kids out, it's like swimming, but lucky enough we went swimming early, so I was back in time. But sometimes it's clashed within my stream time, and it's like I won't be back to this time, so then it's like, right, I can't stream today then, just so I have a bigger in-between task because I have to worry about time management. Yeah, time management's always a hard one. So like for me, I like things, certain tasks to be done at certain times. Like my shifts, especially on a Sunday, it's harder for a Friday because of how inconsistent times of deliveries are, because they're all over the place with deliveries. So you can't really have a great time management on a Friday. But on a Sunday, and especially more with Wednesday as well, my shifts should run by clockwork, so I have certain times for certain tasks that I want done. And then it's like, right, and then as soon as something goes off, it throws me, and then I've got to sit there like rethink and re-strategize my shift. Or it's when I'm training new managers, because then I've got to basically like backseat and watch or monitor, and because they're not doing certain things at certain times, it throws me right off. Like I'm like, oh my god, what? Like I start panicking. I'm like, oh my god, in my head I'm like, oh, we're gonna get out on time, you know. Yeah, as soon as I'm thrown off, I'm screwed. But you know, sometimes I just like I help them out just to try and get things done a bit quicker. But yeah, it's just it's how you set yourself up. That's how I see it as. No, if you go in with a game plan, you know, you're gonna have the odd time where, you know, something happens. You know, you might have something might take you a bit longer than usual. You know, say an injury or something. You know, like for yourself when you're doing your crocheting. You know, and you say, for example, you know, you bang your elbow and it's like, oh, it's you know, it's a bit stiff. So doing each thingy takes you, I don't know, like 30 seconds longer or something like that, and then you put the 30 seconds over at each square, which then adds up to, I don't know, say like 30 minutes, for example. You know, then it's taking you 30 minutes longer. Yeah, I put effort in my planning. If someone changes it and fudged, yeah, I don't blame you. Sometimes though, the best thing to do, like for me, like I say, is just take a step back and then be like, right, okay, and then just have a think. I think, right, how am I gonna tackle it now? Yeah, you have it spot on. But when you're like, you know, when it's stuff like it's last minute and you know, like, you know, you got like 30 minutes to do something and then something goes wrong, that's a lot harder to try and, you know, be reasonable to think, okay, cool, all right, if I go do it this way or do this first and then that, I should be all right. Generally, for me, I just wing it and just see how it is. That someone is 90% of the time. Myself, yeah. No, see, for me, it's not me, it's the others. Yeah, I hate anything that's last minute. Don't get me wrong, I've left like tasks and stuff last minute. Like last night, I had to get small drinks and cigarettes, and I forgot to do it. I had like the stock got worked in the day, but I was doing something else. Because I was like, oh, I'll do this while I'm doing this, and I was doing like 3 different tasks in one thingy. So I was like, oh, like as I'm walking around, I'll end up coming past this, so I'll do this while I'm there. Then once that's done, I'll go to the next one, and then while I'm there, I may as well do this at the same time. And then so I ended up doing like 3 tasks at once, just walking around with paper and like a HHT handheld terminal. And like I said, we've got electric shelf labels, so obviously you get a bit of paper and it has a barcode on it, and that would be the code and the thingy for your product. And then you got to scan that, and then you get there's a little barcode at the bottom of the electronic labels, and you scan that, and then it'd be like sent across, you know, blah blah blah, and then you see it flicker, and then it'll change to like your new product and that. So obviously I had to go around and do bits and that like yesterday. As I said to Joanna, on Tuesdays, some autistic folks are time website, and some are time blind, and sometimes they marry each other. Got all the correct time sensitive, not website. Time sensitive, yeah, and time blind. Yeah, see, I'm more time sensitive. I'm more that type of. But then, like I said, you know, I'm very much like things need to be put away properly as well. That's why I call myself the Tetris King, because you just give me loads of different things and I'll make it fit. Like, people know when I've worked certain things because they're like, oh yeah, Johnny's put that away. Whereas normally people just launch it on, throw it on. and it's a mess. And then there's mine, all nice, neat. Kai doesn't work on a clock. They work on me telling them time exists. Yeah, it would be nice not working on a clock. But then, I don't know. For me, I think I prefer working on a clock. Because then it's like, you know, as I said, I like certain things done at certain times. Whereas, if I didn't work on a clock, I'd probably be like, oh yeah, I'll do that later. Oh yeah, I'll do that later. And then before you know it, I've got this much time, this many jobs, type of thing. And then, like, I'm rushing. No, I need to know the time all the time and where I'm supposed to be at times. See, I don't like looking at the clock, but I have my smartwatch on. So every now and then I have a quick flick and I'll just have a look and I'll be like, okay, it's this sort of time. Okay, I should be now moving on to something else, i.e. what job next. But it's like with like chilled, so like backups for your chilled products and everything like that. One thing I dislike is like, I don't know, tonight, for example, is one of them. So I normally have quite a big chilled delivery coming tomorrow morning. Which, by the way, actually, I know my delivery times, and oh my god, it's disgusting. So I've got ambient, which is like big drinks, alcohol, medicines, cat food, you know, biscuits, chocolate bars, tin foods. That's your ambient, yeah? 7 o'clock. Right? And then you've got your chilled, which is everything chilled, frozen, you know, 8 o'clock in the morning. And I'm like, oh my god. And it's just me and Malcolm till 8. And then I've got a new lad, Jacob. He's really good. I like Jacob. But yeah, I've got both deliveries in first thing in the morning. And I'm like, oh my god, how am I going to do this tomorrow? Yeah, AD used to work warehouse. That's disgusting times. Oh god, not solo with Malcolm. Yeah, so the first hour and a half, it's just me and Malcolm. And I'm not being funny. He will probably take about 45 minutes to do sandwiches in the morning. Might as well do it on your own at that point. Well, he will do... So I do papers on a Friday, every Friday. And I will come in, get there for 6, or just before 6. Open the door. Go into the office. Issue the tills. Take the tills out of the till safe. You know, lock up. Get them down. Put the papers onto a trolley. Like, not a trolley, but a flatbed, we call it. Go and grab myself a drink for, you know, the thingy. So I turn the scones on. Move the trolleys and the barrier thing to the front door. Put the tills in. Sign on the lottery till. Sign on the SCO main till. Open the cigarette gantry. Log on to all the SCOs. Put everything outside. Put all the papers out. And open like the, you know, you get the fresh shutters. They're on a blind. You pull it down. Open all those up by 6:30. No word of lie, right? I'll do all that. Papers are not that hard. They take me 7-8 minutes max. And that's even being generous for extra time. Like, it's easy to do. Malcolm, he will do them papers. I'm telling you now, he will start at like just gone 6, so he'll be out on the shop floor at about 5:15. He will still be doing them, no doubt, by 6:30. Like, this is how, like, people don't quite realise, like, how slow he is compared to, like, normal people. Yeah, papers are the easiest. Yeah, but there's no inserts in the papers on a weekday. So, how's it take him so long to put a paper out? All you do is you go through and you're like, right, Daily Mail, Daily Mail, Daily Mail. All right, cool. They're all Daily Mails. Plop it in. They're all the Sun. Pop in. Telegraph in. Times, Express, Star, Mirror, the Independence paper, the News. Like, it doesn't take long. Like, I probably understand it on a Sunday when you've got inserts you need to put in. But damn, it doesn't take time to put the papers down. No, it's just him. He's just mind-numbing. Like, it's a headache. There is even less papers than there used to be. Oh yeah, definitely. Yeah, especially from like a few years ago. Papers used to be like, we used to get loads, but yeah, you don't get as many anymore. But yeah, it can be hard work. But this is the thing, like, it is very, very much hard work to deal with. But he makes my day so much harder than how it should be. Like, and the thing is as well, I've got Dan in. Like, Dan's a part of my team. And he's a step up. So he's covering Friday evening tomorrow. Because Obi's off on a holiday, like annual leave for the week. So like me and Dan, we're all like, pretty good. Like, you know, I'll get everything set up for him and everything like that. And, you know, we had a shift, like, you know, where he took over me probably about 3-4 weeks ago. And I had good people in the morning. And the amount that we got done, and I did say this to, like, people. I was like, look, if I didn't have these people in, I had the normal in, half of that wouldn't have got done. Like, seriously, at this point, it would be faster if he wasn't working. Like, I do the papers myself. Because normally it's George that comes in on a Friday. And he rocks up about 25 past 6. He would rock up. Because his start time isn't past. He ain't like Malcolm that works, you know, early. So, and I've literally just finished papers by the time he gets there. And I've already got the stuff out. And that's at like 25 past. Everything's done. Whereas Malcolm would still be doing papers and nothing else has been done. So no tills in, no like SCOs on, nothing outside, shutters are all down, etc. If I was to have left that to him. Due to an error. Well, that's the first time I've had that. Was I in the middle of an encounter then? What am I on at the minute? No, I think I wasn't even in. I don't think it loaded up. Hang on. Yeah, there it is. Okay, so it went to load up. I was on the loading screen. hate working with people at the best of times, and someone like Malcolm would have been yeeted into the sun years ago. I think it crashed on load. Yeah, it crashed on loading, so it didn't actually load into the game, so technically it's not an encounter. But yeah, that's the first time that's ever happened to me. That's weird, that. The only other time I've had an error like that was Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. Yeah, I've never seen that before. So like on my old Switch, I would, you know, if I had a combo going, I would like go onto the menu, you know, type of thing, and then I would minimize it. So like do like this, where it still says it's playing, and then just go to sleep mode and then put it in sleep mode. And then if I wanted to carry on my hunt, then I would, you know, go back onto the Switch. It'd still say playing. Click on it and you're still carrying off where you literally paused it. And that's the only other time I've had an error like that. And that was on Poliwag Hunt. That's why I never finished the Poliwag line. Because I was 2 out of 3 on the Poliwags, and I was waiting on the 3rd shiny, so then I minimised it, turned it off for the day, went to go back on the day after, and then I had that error code, and then obviously it closes the game down, so then I lost my combo. Yeah, that was crazy. Didn't expect that. Yeah, it would have peed me off too. Yeah, it was a bit annoying because, like I said, I was only one off. Oh, I forgot to say I don't have an end time with. Yeah, that's fun. No worries. Hopefully, it's all going well with her though. Is it better than you expected? I don't need my decks up anymore. There we go. I thought it would have only been like 10 weeks like normal, but I don't have that. Yeah, I love working with her. She doesn't take poop. That's good. I'm glad it is going well. But the thing is, obviously, if it's helping you out at the main time, like, there's no need for them to rush it as well. Just means I'm still under the Soiting care. Though, and I was kind of hoping I would have been healed enough by September. Baby steps is always good. Don't wanna leap. Don't wanna run before you can walk. Yeah, it really is. Yeah, it really is helping. But you never know though. You might even be thinking that, you know, you feel good enough by the end of the year. Granted, it might only be, it'd be 3 months later than you thought, but you know, it's the 3 months would have obviously given you enough time to, you know, start getting better. New Darkrai. Bomb. I need to pee again, man. Oh, damn. Stop drinking too much water, Johnny. Like, I'm still on my first litre. I haven't even finished it yet. Well, pretty much that. But, a bit of hoeing. It is. She also made a buffer appointment before I go see your mum, so I'll be away for a little bit. Oh, what is that? Like a double week visit type of thing. Well, what about have you considered about a phone? What about a phone call, like meeting, even though that you're at your mum's? Or is that what you mean? Buffer as mean telephone. There's a telephone one, 2 sessions in 1 week. Oh, okay. A telephone one wouldn't be too bad though. She's also on. Oh, okay, yeah. No, that's fair enough. Yeah, I was gonna say a telephone one wouldn't be too bad for you. I think that would you know, I think that would be good. You know, especially when you're like away for so long. We apparently have the same holiday schedule. Well, I suppose that's good because then it's not like, you know, for example, that's double the amount of time. So like, you know, you're away for week 1, and then when you come back, she's away on week 2. So then you're technically going 3 weeks without an appointment or a session. Yeah, I'm not really missing out much. No, exactly. You're just doing like your normal time, and you know, lucky enough when you come back, she's also back. So that's a bonus. All right, 3069. 3069. Come on. There's me going. Oh yeah, it'd probably be like 6 after. 69 after. And still nothing. I'm still saying we're getting this over 4K. Nothing on that. Right, I'm gonna go P on this one. So this one will be 3070. I need to pop the loo. Bum, 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 bum. Pop to the loo. Oh, alright, I'm just gonna pop Lou quick. Back in a sec. Damn, no shiny. Ah, that's a shame. I think that this is gonna reach 6k if I'm honest. I did say this one would be the no shiny, sadly. Yeah. Yeah, I said this one would be quite a long one, to be fair. Originally. I said it would be nice if we get it before 4k. But yeah, I said this back in Arceus Hunt, that this one would probably take me a lot longer. I don't know, because I'm not sure if it would take me as long as Arceus, but I mean longer than Arceus, or it would be just under Arceus. But yeah, no, I said that I think this one would go over 4k. Like ages ago. I think this is going to be the longest one. Like, you know, we still got, well, basically just under 1,000 checks. So we never know. We might get it in the 4096. Well, we still have technically just over 1,000. Sorry, just over 1,000 checks. So you never know. We might get it, but I don't know. It'd be nice if we do. But yeah, I think we will go over the odds on it. So I don't even know. I don't even think Celebi was that. I don't remember. I'm gonna have a look, see how many Celebi took me. You know, because I'm sure Celebi only took me about 4,000. Because that was 1 in 8k. I'm gonna have to go down a bit. About a year ago, I think I got Celebi. Oh wow, look, there's the old Halloween hunt. 10 months ago. Crazy. Raiju. Celebi around here, because I remember doing it with Shaman. There it is, Celebi, the last one. But I do Celebi on a different stream then. So I thought it was that one, because that was the last one that had the thumbnail with Celebi on. Might have been wrong. Was I doing Celebi on something else? Oh yeah, Celebi with Wooloo. Not bad. Oh, 2,283 resets for Shiny Celebi and Pokemon Crystal. There we go. So yeah, quite good. Oh god, I can't even remember the Celebi stream. That was... Oof. When was that? May 7th, 2024. The last time we hunted Celebi. May 7th. That's how long ago that was. Yo, Draven, how's it going, buddy? Welcome in. Crazy, it's that long ago. Let's get rid of those back. 2 secs. There we go. Oh god. We may be reaching a year on this one. Would it be a year? I have to have a look, you know. Doing good. I'm building Cynthia's team in Pokemon Shield. Nice. Garchomp gonna be your ace, is it? Can you get all of Cynthia's team in Shield? Can you get I can't even remember. Can you get Garchomp in Shield? Maybe, actually. I can't remember, you know. That's crazy. But nah, man. Have fun with that. What are you doing? You're going to do a Cynthia playthrough? With the DLC, I think? Yeah, I was thinking DLC. Yeah. Dun, dun, dun. I'm gonna have a look, see when did we start this hunt? Because like I said, it must be coming up nearly a year for this now. Oh, I'll just go to playlist actually. That'll tell me. BDSP. That was the first one. Oh wow, it is nearly coming up a year. September 12th, 2024. It's the first time. And how many times have we streamed this? So we're only on the 20th stream for this. Oof. Yeah, so the 20th stream. So we are 11 behind Arceus still. To be fair, once you have it, we can just add up the time if each stream. Yeah, but that's what I did with Arceus. Just add up the time. But yeah, we're 11 streams behind. Yeah. But you got to think though, like at the time of Arceus, obviously I didn't have like loads of hunts, whereas you know the past year I've done more hunts in like different varieties of like hunts and stuff. Natsu, how's it going, man? Good luck. If you have a pincer plan for Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, could you give it to me? A pincer plan. So I would catch. It's up to you. You can go one of two ways. You could go the 31 combo with pincer and hope for a better one. You know, better chance with that. Or you could go to Route 1, catch 31 Rattata, Pidgey, whatever. Anything easy, guaranteed catch. Set a lure up. You're probably better off actually with Rattata because Pidgeotto spawns where Pinsir is. But anyway, Get the 31 with anything. I don't know English. You don't know. I know that. If you don't know English, what's the point of me explaining something? Well, you understood that, didn't you? Is this chess? Yeah. Oh, what was it? Is this chess? What was the other one? Are you, where was it from? Where is it? Are you from? Are you Russian? Yeah. Is this chess? Are you Russian? Dun, dun, dun. Do, do. Do, do. Do, do. Drop me a line. Or just put a layer on and then fly on a Pokemon that flies. And just wait for it to despawn. Or just run in, because it's a rare spawn, just run into every pincer. Because you run into one and 9 times out of 10 a new one will respawn. Or you got the building next to it, so run into the door, run out the door, run in the door, run out the door. There's multiple ways. I did it for mine. But you do have the chance of Tauros as well. Catch every pincer. See, the thing is though, pincer can be a pain because it's with Tauros, and obviously it's because it's a higher level as well. You're waiting in your night voice room. I don't know if anyone's in thinking in the chat. Someone that don't speak English can write it pretty well. Yeah, I suppose translating it, yeah. An agreement through correspondence and Google Translate. What will happen? Sounds like a long day, to be honest. Bum, 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 bum. Whooper! You're doing that for a shiny Darkrai? I am indeed. I am indeed. Still not got it yet. Bum, 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 bum. It's the last mythical I need for BDSP. Bum, 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 bum. Yeah, we got Arceus, we got Shaman, we've got. Oh well, I do need a couple more legendaries actually. I need Palkia. But yeah, other than that, we've pretty much got Gen 4's high tier shinies. And it makes life so much easier being on the Switch 2 as well, soft reset. Oh, so much quicker. If you got me, but when you say no, I don't hold back. I just asked if you could help me, but when you say no, I don't hold back. Hold back of what? And I said that I could, but you don't understand English. Seems we come to an impasse. Bum, bum, bum. Do, do. There you go. Copy and paste that into Google Translate. That should help. I wasn't even wasting my time doing it, to be honest. It's worse than the chess situation. Sorry, I was in the wrong. Don't care. Nor do I. Go and Dragnil yourself. The whole CM Punk thing when Knight goes through the table was like, ah. It is what it is. Bottom room. I don't know what that is. No, he's in general chat. 95. General voice chat. It's a good anime character, to be fair. Natsu Dragna from Fairy Tail. Good anime, to be fair. I enjoyed it back in the day. I read other things from my friend. Alright, 3098. 3098. Right. Oh, guess what I got for Xmas? Look at what I got. Oh, my other half got it for me. Wait, I'm looking. Where is it? Holiday calendar. Booster box thing. You get 25 days of so you get promo cards, booster packs, fun packs, coins and stickers. 25 days, so I'm gonna want to do one every day for the up to Christmas. But yeah, got that for because I was going to buy it for myself the other day, and she was like, "Oh, I'll get it for you if you want." Part of like a Christmassy present. I was like, "Yeah, go on then, save me 44 quid." Yeah, I think you get 6 booster packs, 2 sticker sheets, coins, 2 coins. You get like some fun packs. I think you get like 3-4 fun packs, and you get, I think it's 4 or 5 promo cards, something like that. Anyway, it adds up to 25. So whatever that is. To be fair, it's cheaper than I thought it would be. Yeah, it's not too bad, but yeah, I was looking at it and they were like, "Oh, it's selling fast," and I was like, "Oh," because I had been looking at them the last couple of years. And then I was like, "Oh," and I was like, "Do you know what? I'll get it this year." It's like a big square advent calendar, and you got like the doors, and you open it, and you get like a pack or a card or something in it. It looked pretty cool. Right, anyways, peeps, I'm off. I'll be back again tomorrow. We're gonna do some Scarlet and Violet, I think. YouTube, Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, not working either. Wait a minute, but Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu. I'm not working either. What do you mean they're not working? But yeah, we're back again tomorrow for some Scarlet and Violet. We're going to finish off the last 2 squares for our bingo hunt. And then hopefully, yeah, so we got the targets tomorrow would be Pineco, and Sunken. Couldn't think of the name then. But they're the last 2 we need for yellow. So hopefully we can get those tomorrow. But anyways, appreciate everyone being here. But it only says that on YouTube, Pokemon Let's Go EV are also available. I don't know what you mean, man. But it only says that ChatGPT and YouTube Let's Go EV are also available. I don't know what you mean, man. Yeah, have a nice evening. Appreciate it. Thanks everyone for your answers. I'm running away. No worries. Have a good one. Enjoy your day, Prize. I will do. I've got to find something to watch now for later. But anyways, appreciate people being here today. I'll see you tomorrow. And wherever you are in the world, if it's morning, afternoon or evening, do take care of yourselves. Stay safe. Most importantly, enjoy the rest of your day. Appreciate it. See you in a bit. Take care. Much love. Bye-bye.